Hello, welcome to another league with this sweet little brew, which I've been calling Wrenn Titan. I don't know how to call it otherwise. I like Titan Vile. This one is actually a Titan deck, which is nice. So I made some changes from the previous league. I added another basic forest over the third copy of Field of the Dead, and I cut the third Veil of Summer and the second Ghost Quarter to make room for two Damping Spheres. And that's it. Yep, that's all the changes that I made. I'm gonna ship that one. Yeah, I think we keep this one. Put on Explore. Please don't be a control deck. Okay. It's an aggro deck. Alright, this is gonna be the first time. Oh, Dredge. Yeah, this hand's probably a little bit shaky against Dredge. Rough. Well. Shit. Can we do that? We have to pass here, right? Yeah. Oh, man, yeah, the mana in this deck is it's so tough to accommodate both just the red in red green red and 6 is just tough. I think we have to play this tapped, and we have to hope that my opponent doesn't go too wide here. But if we draw land into land or we draw a castle, then we might actually be in okay shape here. They can get back the Ox, but they exile their entire yard, so that's not too bad for us. But if this is a reunion, then we're in trouble. Yeah, there's a reunion. We're fucked. Inspired to buy 10 on the paper. Now this, bro. I have family can go spending money with. I'm sorry, Jay. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so we're probably just dead here. Because they're going to have 3 amalgams plus 2 ghouls. And then the Ox next turn. Yeah. So... I think we're just dead, but might as well. They have ghouls and bloodcasts? That's kind of weird. I imagine they're just gonna main phase and they're just gonna dig for the 4th chill so that the gas can attack and it's lethal. Oh, they just had conflag. Okay, cool. Alright, so against Dredge, we have literally nothing. Like, these are the cards I could be interested in, just because Wrenn and Gargaroth are pretty bad. So is Strucker. Why no resting pepperoni sideboard? Did you look at my deck? Okay, so this is what we want. We have a bunch of cards that care about the graveyard, We're playing Wrenn and 6, we're playing Eldritch Reclaimer. Like, their graveyard is actually an important resource for us. We do have Splinter Tomb with this draw, so this is how we beat Dredge. Like, unless they have an answer on turn 1 for the Reclaimer, I think that we're gonna be fine this game. Yeah, this is okay. So I think this game is gonna go a lot better for us. What this deck doesn't have is Bounce Land, so this game I would consider to be basically an auto win. If I were playing Titan Vial, but because it's this deck and not Titan Vial, then it might actually be close. Which honestly is kind of unfortunate. Take one. Wouldn't you consider a Jiggerbox? There's a Jiggerbug in my deck. Before making questions, I recommend you check out the deck list, Killstorm. Why you know Elvish Reclaimer? Jaya with the tier 1 sub. Welcome back, Jaya. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. Sorry, I just popped on the stream. Yeah, that's all good, but it's... I mean, I didn't say that to upset you or anything, right? I hope you don't take it the wrong way. It's just like you're asking me questions, and there's like step number 1 before even asking the question would be to figure out if the answer is right in front of your eyes. But yeah, it's okay. I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, and Shauna is just toxic. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Shauna. Shauna is just the toxic-est. Okay, so if they get to do something really broken here, then we're gonna be in trouble. Because they're gonna get to escape the Ox right now. I do brew wacky decks, yeah, for sure. Okay, so they probably... we know that they have a Dredge, or they have a Stink with Imp at least. Oh, the other one is a Ghoul. Yeah, so now this Bog doesn't matter. Can we survive? We needed to draw a Dryad, I think. Man, that was rough. Definitely a big deal. Definitely a big deal in this list in this version of the deck, obviously. Like, not drawing... I mean, my opponent's draw were above average, I would say, right? Like, they definitely drew very, very well. But Like, we might have been able to beat this with Titan Vial, but due to the way that this deck in particular is constructed, we basically have no shot, right? Because we only get 2 shots at the Bojuka Bog, and that's it. Just think of Dredge and Toronto taking over Modern. Well, if that's the case, then we should be playing Amulet, but I don't think that that's the case just like that. You know, I think that Prowess is going to be more popular even in your average competitive tournament. Maybe in leagues and stuff, Prowess is not as popular, but... Lost my first match to Titan Buyer yesterday. Nice. Always a good time. There were 2 at the daily tournament. That's sick. The deck is picking up in Moscow? Really? That's hilarious. Alright, so we're playing against Escape Shift, which is a really, really, really bad matchup for us. I play the fetch land there because it allows my Reclaimer to become a 3-4, which makes it that much more likely for it to survive this turn. I've been keeping up with Modern, and my LGS isn't open due to Corona, and Modern isn't popular here at the best times. Heck, I think I still have a Once Upon a Time still in my deck. Yeah, that kind of happened to me. Like, when I saw my my Amulet deck for the first time since the whole Corona thing happened, because I keep it at my parents' house, and yeah, it was really funny to see that, like, all of the all of the Once Upon a Times were there, which was hilarious. So I suspect they have Remand. I strongly suspect that they do have Remand. Guess we can play around it next turn. We playing Beast of Battle Force yet? Nope. I played Mesa Battle Force before, though, I'll tell you that much. But it's a sweet, sweet card. All of this is fine. Now the question is, do I want to get Cavern for... I'm just going to get Cavern on Dryad. We could get Cavern on Giant. Sure. Let's do Cavern on Giant, actually. And then the Titan can go get the Cavern on Dryad. We could be playing against Cape Shift, which would be very sad, but that's okay. How did first league go? We went 4-1, Harlan. But one of those matches, if we had continued playing, we would have lost to the control deck. What's the name of the deck? I think it was yeah, it was Banned Reclamation. It was just Banned Rec. So this forces my opponent onto the cryptic tap situation. They don't have it, so yeah. And this deck actually struggles against Aethergust. Like, we beat the Aethergust deck, but I think that we shouldn't have been able to. Eidolon was really good, though. I have to say that Eidolon was very, very good when we played against the Aethergust deck. I was pleasantly surprised by Eidolon. I'm going to assume that they're on Scape Shift. I'm going to assume that they're on Scape Shift. Which makes me happy though, right? That's the reason why I'm playing Tech Edge. The reason why I always like, instead of having more copies of Ghost Quarter, I always like to have access to Tectonic Edge because it's so much better in like mirror match style matchups or against Scape Shift particularly, while at the same time, and also against Control, but at the same time you're not really losing that many percentages in a deck like this where you're not really expecting to naturally draw the Ghost Quarter. You're like tutoring for it. Usually you're gonna be able to tutor for the first Ghost Quarter against Tron, and then you're going to be able to Ghost Quarter them, and then they're going to get a basic for their troubles, right? So that means that even the second time around that they get to set up Tron, you already are good to go with Tectonic Edge. So just getting back into the swing of things, was talking to one of my friends, and turns out he's one of the creators of that new Elementals deck that's kind of about. Oh, that's hilarious, yeah. Sorry for the cover, but if you're trying to run a series because of the up-to-date podcast, yes, it's actually just straight up Sack and Harlan's list. The first league, it was with their list, and this second league, I'm actually I made a couple of changes, not big changes, but like a couple of minor changes after seeing how the first league went. There's also the fact that this deck cannot beat combo, right? Like Thalia, what the biggest appeal of Thalia, and what I thought that really made Thalia make sense, and why Thalia was important in Titan Vial specifically, it's precisely because of the ability to give you game in the combo and control matchups, which otherwise you don't really have. So this deck doesn't have that. So like the control matchups are slower and shakier, as you can see right now. But like the combo matchups are like nigh unwinnable. We only won against Neoform in the previous league because they fizzled. Like if they had had a reasonable draw, we would have been super bad without really having access to. All right, so opponent mill themselves. It's better than milling me. And half of our hand doesn't do anything. So that sucks. But I think I'm going to go for Dryad here. And I'm not going to play the land. But the Dryad survives Sanger, and the Tracker doesn't, so... Gust my Dryad. Actually, I think it's better than a random draw. If they want to mill me, they can mill me. Gonna make me shuffle. This makes me sad. So we have exactly Courser versus exactly Wrenn. But we have 3 copies of Wrenn versus 1 copy of Courser, so I'm gonna go for Mountain. That played out very nicely, actually, for us. That's not a good draw, though. But that overall worked out very nicely because, like, we got the field out of the board. This is brutal, though. Like, needing to sack here is just horrendous, obviously. But, like, we just have to, I think. Because we have to dig deeper. My opponent is down to... And just as I say it... just as I say it, they milled Euro. Fuck. Okay. Of course. I mean, it kind of starts there, right? We're just chomp attacking, but... And if they have bold, we just lose. Alright, Ashiok down. We get to continue playing now. If they have second Ashiok, we probably just scoop. Oh. Alright. On today's episode of things I was not expecting to happen this turn, my opponent just cast a prime time. So they're just playing like Temur mid-range prime time. That's just what it is. Like Temur mid-range primetime dot deck. Can we draw a land? Because we kinda need to draw a land. Okay, that happened. That certainly happened. Okay, I guess Path becomes a little bit more exciting. And maybe Eidolon a little bit less exciting. Everything else does look just fine. Purges slash bolts. My opponent did show me Force of Negation, by the way, just then. Just have the Miser's answer to Ashiok, see what's up. Totally gonna get punished by that. Just calling it right now. I'm not even upset that this just happened. Not even upset. Not even upset. Fun is just playing Temur Prime Time. Let's go. How can I be upset? Top 10 anime betrayals for real, right? You were the chosen one! You were the chosen one! Sounds a little bit too slow. Not excited about this keep. If we draw a fetch land, we'll be fine. Fetch land right now. Fetch. We have 4 in the deck. That's very sad. Brutal. Yeah, this has been my experience though. The mana in this deck is really bad. That is the worst thing about the whole deck by far. It feels like in terms of power level, it's fine, but when you wanna, like, it really is a nightmare to cast your spells. It's not easy at all. Not easy at all to cast your spells. Ryan Overdrive, welcome. Welcome to the stream. For those of you that don't know who Ryan is, Ryan Overturf, famed SCG caster, one of the best in the biz. Welcome right from Ryan's stream. We're playing some nice little brewski here. It's an interesting pile. It's an interesting pile. I'm certainly not sold on it. I'm not sure if this is better than Titan Vial. I think I'm supposed to cursor here. It ended up cutting red from my list. Yeah, I told you, Harlan. It's just rough, man. It's just so rough to make everything work. You have so many moving pieces. That was a sick draw, by the way. That's probably like the perfect thing to find off the top there. Particularly my opponent missing land drops. They have an explosives on 1, which doesn't do anything. I'm not gonna just play Naked Mind Sensor though, not only because the field is not an awful draw, but also because it's just like, I don't want them to be able to use their cards. They missed a land drop last turn and they play Explosives for 1, holding up a potential Lightning Bolt. So I just don't want my opponent to be able to, instead of going to discard, to be able to cash in their cards. Alright, they have had enough. But yeah, have you actually been playing it? We need. Are you going to be available tomorrow, Harlan? Remember that you said that you wanted to do like a Discord in League with Titan Vial. Are you going to be available tomorrow? Maybe we can make it happen. And I'm also going to be doing a video on Titan Vial as well, kind of like a demystifying Titan Vial kind of video. But I think I'm actually gonna be doing that. Seems like doing it like by myself basically got more votes in my. Tomorrow doesn't work. Oh, brutal. When are you available? Or maybe I can just DM you. I'll go figure it out. Probably message you on Facebook or something. Is this mono red? It is mono red. Probably Temple Garden. Yeah. Moment of tension. I am going for it so hard. Tasty. Should have seen at some point, but Dumb Harvey 4 won the prelim with a similar Green White Reclaimer, Ramshell, only red cards were in the board and they were boils. That is hilarious. Also, my opponent should have gone face with this Lava Dart and they would have been able to kill the Wrenn just the same, but who am I to say though? Also, this hand is not very good against mono red. How do I like the Wrenn? Red is insane. My opponent says you're gonna leave, you're gonna survive at 1, and I'm gonna be really mad at myself. That's funny. Just gonna say LOL. Good or friendly LOL. So as you can see, the red splash, 100% worth it. It's amazing. Always splash red in your Titan decks. Never not do it. It's great. Pepega LOL. Perfect. Yeah. You see, but that's different, right? Like, I mean, I don't know what list Dom was playing, obviously, but what I'm trying to say here. This kind of situation is the bane of my existence. I guess I shoot Oracle and just YOLO, hope that it works out. Like a professional. Absolute professional. Absolute professional, don't worry about it. Never didn't have it. Perfect. I think I'm gonna block this dude right here. We're resolving Titan next turn, right? So, like, whatever. I want to just, like, soak up as much damage as possible here. Man, if only we had access to Radiant Fountain here. If only our mana could accommodate Radiant Fountain. If only our mana could accommodate Radiant Fountain. Bog them? Or Blast Zone? Blast Zone has to be better. Yeah. Blast Zone is just better. Like, Blast Zone allows me to block with the Titan right here. If I need to. I might be able to just, like, throw everything in front of the... So even if they have a crash to the turn, it just doesn't matter. We just block with everything and we win anyway. Alright, sick. Alright, Bolts, Path. Let's go. Purge. Knight. Eidolon. Garderoth. Oracle, GTFO. Tracker, GTFO. Pact. Go. Wrenns are kind of bad. Even though that was like the sickest Wrenn ever, obviously, but I think that they're still pretty bad. Ghost Quarters, kind of awful. Just got 2 Wrenns. I'm not high on Explorer either, but I think they're probably better than Wrenn. Yeah, let's go. Oh, well, I was saying something earlier, actually, about Dom's list. Yeah, like, if your only red cards are Boil, then that's fine. First of all, if you're playing Bile, you don't need them. And second of all, if your splash card is something like a Boil, that's perfectly fine, because you know that the matchups where you're going to be bringing that in are going to go very long, and you're probably not going to be screwed for your colors. But when the card that you want to cast is a 2-mana planeswalker that you want to cast on turn 2, you're gonna be screwed more often than not, probably. So is this even a keep? Maybe I should have shipped this on the draw. Oh, that's so tempting. Ah, that's so tempting. That's so tempting. Can I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna. What is smaller now? It's the land of Elvish Reclaimer. What are we even talking about? Gonna name Giant, I guess. So I'm really interested in getting Blast Zone, obviously. Are we gonna have enough time for that is the question, though. If we had been able to assemble Splinter Twin, of course, I call Splinter Twin Reclaimer plus Flagstones, because it's basically a game-winning combination. But if they were Flagstones, then I would 100% be activating Reclaimer, because that does everything that I want to do. I think I'm gonna explore. I think that this guy is gonna die, basically, and we're probably not gonna be able to extract value from it. Also, we might be facing lethal next turn, because my opponent had a triple creature start, so we might just be facing lethal straight up. Should I try to not block? I think I'm gonna try to not block. Drawing both of the Number Skull is just brutal. Yeah, they probably have lethal here. One mana, 8 damage. Don't mind me. Don't worry about it. One mana, 8 damage. My opponent's got it figured out. Don't worry about it. This is so awkward. No. If you want to kill my dude, opponent, be my guest. Things are not working out here. At least my opponent doesn't have pressure. That's bad. Hello. Now the real question. How brave are we? Are we gonna draw here? Or are we gonna attempt to get field going? Probably field is the correct option, right? This is why I don't read that canopy in this list. This is why I don't love the canopy. Season Pyro, huh? Okay, so that's some new tech right there. Oh, they're playing Season Pyro instead of what's his name? That has to be it, right? I mean, we're at 18, so just gonna get field, and I guess we play around the Blood Moon a little bit. I mean, we're still at 18. I don't see how they can win this. Do they even play Golden Guide? This is Prowess, Killstorm. This is not Burn. Burn still plays Golden Guides, but Prowess doesn't. Prowess just plays all of the 1-mana 1/1s or 1/2s that have Prowess. And they play a bunch of spells like Lava Dart and stuff. Oh man, I clicked on the wrong one. Ugh, that sucks. I hate when that happens. Sorry about that. Usually when it's after the third round of each league, I make a 30 or 60 second ad break, and I just misclicked like an idiot, and I did a 3 minutes, so that sucks, and I can't cancel it. I wish it could be cancelled. That sucks. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, let's ship this. I guess we keep this, but not by much, if I'm being honest. This is not even a good Wrenn and 6. Like, if my opponent discards here, like, they might even take the Explorer, actually. I mean, I think they probably are going to take the Wrenn just the same, because, like, if I draw a fetch, like, this just immediately turns into a nightmare for them, but... Damn, son. Okay. Maybe they just have Dreadbore or Double Bolt or something. This is Goiful. Fetch. Hook me up. If we untap with this Reclaimer, we're going to win, but it's probably a pretty tall order. I don't think the Wrenns are very good in this deck. I don't think the Wrens are worth it. No blocks. Saki boards, yeah, I literally just said it, I just misclicked. I'm sorry. Saki boards. I'm just sorry. Usually in between matches. Wait. Oh, okay, didn't matter. Usually in between matches I do like a short. Oh, of course I draw this now. I do a short. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was just my mistake. I just fucked it up. I apologize. But once I clicked on the wrong one, I usually have like a 30 or 60-second ad right after I finish my third match of each league, and I, like an idiot, I just clicked on the wrong one. So it was just my mistake. Anyway, Adam has followed. Adam Westmo has followed. How are you? How were you not following already? Their own Wrenn. Okay. I have no idea. Yeah, I know. It's just like. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for the follow, I guess. Castle off the top one time. Let's go. I have a Thoughtseize. Never mind. You always love to see the mukbang section of the stream. Hell yeah. All I'm doing here is I'm setting up a Titan off the top, and I guess gaining fight life. But that's probably a fine use for my Wrenn here. It's funny, as soon as I saw the title for the stream, I was like, I wonder if it's Naya. It probably works well with Wrenn and Flagstones. Was happy I was right. Yeah, but yeah, I have not been enjoying the Wrenn. It seems just not worth the mana cost nightmare that it is, basically. They should go face with this bolt. The good thing is that if we top deck a Primeval Titan, we immediately, or Summoner's Pact, I guess, we immediately stabilize. So that's nice. It's not that tough of math. Yeah, they figure out, oh, it's one more point if I go face. Like, yep, that's what it is. Oh, also they just have lethal with the minus from Rem. That's also a thing. So I guess we don't immediately stabilize. Joke's on me. Okay, definitely want the path, definitely want the purges, and I guess I want the veils. Knight can go. My entire deck is like straight up gasoline. Brilliant. Thank you for the follow. How are the Tixes? Not worth it. That's the that's the bottom line. Just not worth it. Too much of a cost. Multiple times our mana overall has been an absolute nightmare. Far and away the weakest link in the deck. And then of course like the susceptibility to combo as well. Where are the vials? I'm testing Sack's list today. I don't like it better than Titan Vial though, for what's worth. I do not like it better than Titan Vial. It scoops to Ashiok a lot harder than Titan Vial does. Like Titan Vial it barely cares about Ashiok. Like this deck, it really struggles. Unless you already were able to naturally draw your Valakut, or you were able to already fetch up Valakut and you draw a Dryad by the time that Ashiok comes down. But besides that, Valakut is not easy. What's up, House? I kind of just want to cut the Garderoth, if I'm being honest. Or another pact. We just got another pact. About to render the cast? Hell yeah! Hook me up with that link, so I can share it here. Sand is great. Classic castle. ETB tapped forest. And it's looking good. One shot was being not fun this morning. Brutal. That's fucking scary. Just fetching basic swamp for no reason whatsoever. We're just out here, just fetching basic swamp. Just because. Right on time. Who isn't scared of Blood Moon out of Castle Groundbreak deck? Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe my opponent thinks. Maybe they are playing around Blood Moon themselves. Some next level shit. It's nice that if we draw a Titan, we can actually cast it. Please have another Discourse spell. 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 Please. Please discard me, opponent. Have you tried Dom's Harvey Pile of Lomas playing Reclamation? No, I have not. I wanted to today, but I'm more excited about this deck than that one. Played against that today. It does look pretty sweet. It does look pretty sweet. I kind of don't understand the Dryad portion of the deck. We just randomly have 4 Dryads that don't really do anything. Fetch, of course, is a lot more valuable than then fetch into thin, quote unquote, there, because if we draw a Dryad, we can actually kill this Goiful. So, oh please. Your opponent was playing with their elbows. That's funny. Huh. I think I'm gonna cycle Veil here. And cycle Thicket. Bingo. That's really hot. Always yes, always healed. Remember when I didn't fetch, chat? Remember that turn when I explained why I didn't fetch? Came to the party Wrenn. Late, how is Wrenn work it? It's been not worth it, basically. That's how I've been feeling. Leave Lily on 1? Yeah, 100%. There's no need for me to kill the Lily right here. Much rather hold on to this fetch. Oh. Playing well, getting rewarded, etc, etc. Did we just make this because of the up-to-date podcast, not understanding title? Yes, yes we did. Whitelisted? I'm literally playing perfectly. I'm literally playing right, and that's why I'm just getting rewarded for my tight play. What's so tough to say, right? You don't need to get you don't need to be whitelisted when you just play perfectly, right? Play perfectly, get rewarded. There you go, Frozen Phoenix. You see, you get it. You get it. Just gotta play perfect, and you're just good to go. I think I'm kind of into the Gargaroth, I guess. In place of maybe a land, just got Cavern. The whitelist is your savior. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, some people just gotta live that whitelist life, you know. Some people play they play perfectly life, and some people play the whitelist life. It's okay. It's just different lifestyles, you know. Reclaimer too strong. Okay, talk to me. In before pillage, and we get really sad. I guess I'm playing Dryad regardless, so I should have played Flagstones there. Because if my opponent pillages, I can fix my mana for the next turn. What is this? This is Ashiok because of how they're tapping. So my opponent minuser? Hold? Alright, my opponent knows what's up. Good for them. Holding the land, of course, to get value from this tracker. Though we might just play Courser next turn, honestly. I'm not lucky enough to draw back-to-back lands, though. When I'm deep in the tank, and I am deep in. Opponent's playing tight. I'm gonna draw a Veil right now. Unfortunately, this Titan is gonna get discarded, which is really sad. Stern Ashiok still at 5 loyalty? That is an Ashiok still at 5 loyalty. Impressive, right? We get a coast by Inquisition, but like, if so, then my opponent's an idiot because they know about this. So. 4 mana? What? Boil? No. All right. Yeah, all the headline ability. Yes, but I think it's fine. I think that it's fine. I think that if you're playing Jund, you should probably bring in Boil against Dryad decks. Because you are, like, you're just naturally disadvantaged against Dryad decks. So you stand a lot to gain by the things lining up well. And it's worth it, basically. So I think if you're playing Jund or a deck that is pretty disadvantaged against Dryad decks, you probably should be playing Boil. Like, you're not gonna put Boil in your sideboard because of the Dryad decks, because there's cards that are a lot better that you could be playing. But you're gonna be happy to add it to your deck, basically. It's a very different story if we're talking about like Ponza, for example. Like the Gruul deck is just wasting slots when they play Boil against you. And tap with Reclaimer, you say? John doesn't do a lot to lands otherwise, I think. They play Pillage and Fulminator Mage. Both cards that are better than Boil against this kind of deck. Facing the folk. Facing the folk. Just gonna get the engine going here. Opponent playing unplayable Kyle. Pile, kick W. I mean, I think there are a couple of matchups that are actually good for Merfolk, right? I honestly don't know, but like Nikachu just continues to do moderately well with decks, so I assume that some good matchups, there have to be some good matchups out there, right? The Lurus fish deck seemed okay for one day. No, I thought that was just a flash in the pan. It was just a fish player getting lucky. I think we just have to play this and hope for the best. It always hurts so much when your 31 land deck misses land drops. Oddly enough, they should kill Reclaimer here. Yeah, that was not the right one to kill. Island Walk. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason why I said that they should kill that one. We might be forced to Gargaroth here. And hope that they don't have Spreading Seas. Yeah. If we hadn't missed land drops, I think that we win this game very easily, because last turn we would have been able to play the Gargaroth and take it from there. Super rough. Nikoji is a very good pilot in Merfolk, and he knows the meta well, which is why he's definitely above the average and wins. Yeah, 100%. I have a lot of respect for Nikochu, but the average Merfolk player is pretty bad. I think it's actually like a... I think that this player has been grinding Merfolk for a while, though. We want these... Do you even want Gargaroth? This matchup? I think I don't want Veil. I could use Veil though. Nah, I don't want Veil. Veil's for Freddy's. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It doesn't sound horrible if I'm being honest. I think it's gonna be really tough for us to hold up Veil, however. And with a reasonable amount of removal. And Trickster, yeah, and the guy that bounces your dude also. Which kind of combos with Trickster a little bit. With a Druid combo deck, not one like this, but I've done it before. Yep. It's probably more cute than effective. Defile. Good stomping ground here. I guess I'd rather get a Shelter Thicket actually. Just get the tapped land out of the deck. Okay. Honestly, not having... One of the things that I think it's a little bit undervalued about playing Wrenn is that because we're playing Wrenn, we're not playing... we're not playing... what's his name? We're not playing Raminap, and there's been multiple times already where I really, really, really wish that I had access to a Raminap so I could call for it. So I think that it's very easy to underestimate that aspect, I guess. Excuse me. How do you see Ursa at the moment in Modern? I don't. The answer is I don't. Maybe we run 2 Wrenn and 1 Diamond up. No, I think we don't run Wrenn at all. I think that stretching the mana base for Wrenn and 6 is simply not worth it. That's a good sign for us. I kind of don't care about this guy too much. Okay, so is there anything that I can call for? Courser. We just have to hit land drops here, so I'm just gonna call for Courser. We could also call for the little guy, but the problem with calling for the little guy is that we get kind of host if they have another one of these. Like we just get double time walked almost. Courser is also such a good roadblock. Okay, so if we find any land on the top, I block. Any land. That sucks. I guess. They clearly don't have anything here, so... What a professional. What a professional, Chad. Did you see that? Did you see what just happened right there? That's some pro plays for you. That's some top tier magic for you. So unless they have like a shit ton of Aether Gusts, I think that we should be fine here. I'm gonna block you again, opponent. I dare you to attack. This is perfect. We're gonna get a bunch of looks. If we find an untapped land, then we just win, because we just Titan. Oh, we tap them out, so... so this is just easy mode now. Field of the Dead and Valakut. And the worst case scenario was gonna be just like play my Dryad, maybe like go use Reclaimer to shuffle the top of my deck, and we have like multiple looks at finding any land on the top, and that's gonna be enough to kill my opponent. I guess it kills a lot of Atlantis. Yeah, I honestly don't know why my opponent continues to play here. They are 0% to win at this point. Merfolk and the 2/2 bracket, name a more iconic duo. That's good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honestly, I could kill my opponent. I kind of don't wanna. I think I'm just gonna kill all of their dudes and wait for them to concede. Petty theft. You got it. So I guess we're doing this. Okay, so that was enough. It wasn't when they bounced me, my dude. That was enough. When I recast it, my opponent must have been like, so maybe if I bounce it and they forget to recast it, we actually stand a shot here. Actually, I like Veil even less on the draw, because like my opponent, like I just want to be playing to the board in order to stabilize when I'm on the draw. Yeah, I don't like Veil on the draw. Merfolk and the 1-3 bracket is a more iconic duo. That's quite possible, actually. Quite possible. Sure. Opponent is very good at having turn 1 Vial. Sure. We're gonna bolt this. Stomping Ground Shock, kill this. Maybe they're playing Course Catcher? Can you imagine? Let's see, Koga does things. So I'm probably going to be calling for something. Not sure what that something's going to be. Also, if we draw Lightning Bolt, we kind of win. Bolt here. Kill this. Reclaimer. That's kind of gassy. Man, I have missed Radiant Fountain so freaking much this league. I have missed Radiant Fountain so much this league. Wait, what? They literally missed the point of damage for no reason at all. Why did they miss the point of damage? It's very confusing. I think it's going face. So this is 9 plus 4. Do we just have to chump here? Do we really just have to chump here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How do we win? We can't, right? Because even Call for Dryad doesn't do it. Even if we top deck Valakut, we just don't have enough land drops. So I think we're just dead here. What if we draw Lightning Bolt? What if we draw Lightning Bolt? Yeah, I think we're on the 0 outs here. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Rough. Yeah, I'm off this. I'm off this list. I think that Wrenn is just bad. I don't think that warping your mana base around being able to cast Wrenn on turn 2 is too much of a cost. You're also missing out. There's also the cost of missing out on a bunch of utility lands, right? Like I miss Radiant Fountain a lot throughout that league. Merfolk is in the deck. Yes, I'm gonna say that every single day. But non-decks can still win. Right? Like we went 3-2 with Heartless Value Town. We almost 5-0 with Wrenn memes. Like non-decks can also win. What was I saying here? Yeah, so I don't like Wrenn at all. I don't think that Wrenn is worth messing your mana so much. So I think that I would cut the red altogether, probably. just cut the white all together and play other cards instead. I think that you can build this deck without vials if you, for whatever reason, didn't want to play vials in your deck. I just don't think that Wrenn should be part of the equation. Like, I think that you can try that and like keep it just green and white. And then that just opens up your options so much. Like if... I don't know. Yeah, this is just not a Wrenn deck. Like, you cannot have a Wrenn deck with 4 fetch lands, right? That's Dom's list. Let's check it out. So we have some lands, flagstones, the one of Sanctuary. This card is really good. I really missed having access to Sanctuary. I think that the match that we lost this today against Dredge, we might have been able to win if we had access to Sanctuary. My opponent's hand were kind of the nuts, so maybe it wouldn't have been enough, but still, I think that it would have helped a lot. So... we're playing paths instead of vials. I don't know how I feel about that. The one of Gracer in the sideboard. Dom really is a man of culture. Oh man. I mean, I like this deck a lot better than I like the Wrenn version. By significant margin. Look at how much cleaner this mana base is. We have room for more fetches, and we also have room for Radiant Fountain. We even have room for Sigiri Step. I'm not sure I would play Sigiri Step, but like, look, it's just such a cleaner mana base. Such a cleaner mana base. Also, a single field, I'm not sure I love this. I'm not sure I love the single field. So I would probably like add another field, probably in place of the Sigiri Step. Like I understand the... If you could guarantee that I'm never going to be drawing this Sigiri Step, I would be all about it. I would be all about it. But every time you just naturally draw the Sigiri Step, you just lose the game on the spot, basically. It's awful. 4th Boil? Nah. At that point, you're just using your sideboard to fix what your main deck could be fixing by definition. Like, is Boil better than... I don't know. Is Boil really better than... Veil of Summer? Like, by that much in the matchup? If playing Rare 6, one would have to stick to other 1-drop Ram rather than Reclaimer Flagstones and just rely on Titan, maybe Knight to fetch lands. Yeah, I mean, this is what when I first brewed up the Wrenn memes deck or the Wrenn lands deck, it was not a Titan deck. It looked something like this. This is the original Wrenn deck without Titans, just like Gracers, Oath of Nissa. So it started like this. This was the OG version, and this had like, in theory, this was more of a Ghost Quarter deck. So you wanted to use like Wrenn to get Ghost Quarter, so we have like Raminaps even here and stuff like that. So this is the OG one, and then I added the Reclaimers, and this is what we ended up with. And this version was a lot better, because the Reclaimer Flagstones engine is just kind of busted. But as you can see, we have no bounce lands here, but we are way more of a Wrenn deck, right? You see, I'm playing at least 7 fetch lands. I'm playing like 4 Ghost Quarters. Like, clearly this is a deck meant to build. This is a deck built around Wrenn and 6. We also have Ramineb Excavators in the deck as well. So like this is a way more focused Wrenn style deck. The one that we're doing is like that we're playing right now, that we were playing, I guess, is kind of like using Wrenn for quote unquote value, but it's just like not a deck built to extract value from Wrenn. So like at that point, what are you even doing with the Wrenn? You're just making your mana base worse for no real payoff. So this deck looks a lot better to me. I don't know how I feel about the main deck Path to Exiles. Like it's basically the main deck Path to Exiles is the same as like the main deck Thalia's, in my opinion. I guess you can path an Uro, but like probably Thalia disrupts Uro decks a lot more than the stupid than pathing them, particularly when pathing them ramps them and it gives them a zombie. So this deck is just Titan Vial without the Vial. Yes, this one is a lot closer to just playing Titan Vials, and instead of we just cut all 4 Vials and we play 4 lands instead. Which could be a thing. And I am a lot more excited about like Springbluff Druid in a deck like this, and Gracer, of course. A lot more excited about these cards in a shell like this with 31 lands than playing Gracer in Titan Vial with just 27 lands. Not feeling that so much. But yeah, this feels a lot better. This feels a lot better to me. I think we're not gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna have time to play another league, but this is where my mind would go next. Would go next. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye, folks.